Okay. Bit of delay there. I was going to drag out the Rush Limbaugh thing, and even that seemed a bit frivolous. It's taken me all day to finally try and bring this into a bit of a calm thing, but still very outraged and furious over what's happened. And mainly, look, others had to say that, Razor has had a point. If Charlie Kirk, when you very inoffensive guy, okay, overall, some of his, stances controversial. You can agree, disagree, but he would have the debate. If he can be taken, none of us are safe, okay? Any one of us are far more offensive than Charlie Kirk ever was. And I also agree with Greg Gutfeld. You thought you were going to shut us up? All you've done is waking us the fuck up. And yes, that's a direct quote. And they didn't bleep him. That went out over on Fox News. I have seen more tweets from Charlie Kirk over the past few hours than I had in weeks. Okay, they're retweeting him. You thought you're going to shut him up? You just, all you've done is make his voice, because now everyone's listening to him. Who was this guy? Well, here it is. You've amplified his voice far more than it was when he was alive. He just backed the hell off and just another event. And you've also motivated a lot of people to step up. You've created thousands of Charlie Kirks now. And in addition, in the fine Democratic tradition, you started another civil war. Congratulations. This is going to be looked back at like Harper's Ferry. Not quite Fort Sumter, but that's coming soon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I believe Alex Jones said he's going to start try and pick up the slack, start doing the events himself. And he's not nearly as nice as Charlie was. Okay. And also guarantee he's going to have a lot better security. Yeah. So yeah. You idiots sown the wind, you're reaping the whirlwind. This is no more. It was already pretty much enough is enough with that poor Ukrainian girl dying in terror when we all saw it on the damn train. You didn't just have to hear about it. You've seen the whole thing. She terrified. And no one would bother even looking at her. And as she just eyes rolled up and rolled over and died. And that asshole was arrested 14 fucking times. The cops are doing their job. The judge wasn't doing theirs. They let him out every damn time. They catch him next time, though. He's facing federal charges, and they're going the death penalty. So that's the last time I got the white card. Yeah, congratulations. That's the last thing you're ever going to fucking do, asshole. But Charlie, that's it. And there's idiots out there who are celebrating this. One, your contemptible, disgusting excuses for human beings. Your waste of genetic material. You're better off fertilizing a flower bed somewhere than taking up space and using up valuable oxygen. Please remove yourselves from polite society as soon as possible so that we don't have to deal with you. I don't care how. I don't care if you take yourself out and just, educate yourself how to act like a civilized fucking human being for once in your goddamn life. But you clearly are too stupid and psychotic to work with the rest of us. MSNBC, how about just admit defeat, shut down now? Your entire air staff hasn't got a lick of sense. You want to spend the next 2 weeks apologizing for what happened today? Just shut it down. You don't have any audience anyway. No one's even going to notice you were gone. You replace it with a fucking weather channel, But yeah, this is it. We finally reached the breaking point. I was saying it's a turning point, which is odd because he founded Turning Point USA, and it's turned into a turning point all over the world. Keir Starmer, it's been acceptable. You would have locked him up, Keir. Shut the fuck up. But that's it. It playtime's over. People say, well, this, and then the Gary Neurotic, this is what happens. You spend the past 20 some years plus calling anyone to the right of Mao Zedong a Nazi, a fascist. The last night, a bunch of Palestinian were in Trump's face calling him Hitler. After a while, some psychotic nut job is going to be, hey, I'll be a hero. I'm going to take out one of these assholes. And it's not the fucking gun. It's never the fucking gun. It's the idiot behind the trigger. And you're just justifying every psychotic act he might think of following. When you start pushing this shit. And go, no one takes this. Oh, somebody did. Somebody clearly did take it seriously and thought they're taking out a Nazi when they shot at Charlie Kirk. And now 2 little kids have to grow up without their dad. A widow's now going to bed with knowing her husband is now lying in a morgue. That thing, I saw the close-up footage. Thanks, Rob, for posting that. I really didn't need to see that. But yeah, it was horrifying. Like, Jeremy saw it. He was going to, no, I'm not reposting it. And I'm not even going to look at it again. Once is more than enough. I really didn't need to see it the first time. But I think it's a safe bet. They're saying he's probably dead before he hit the floor. Or effectively dead. He certainly wasn't conscious. But yeah, that's it. You guys have just crossed the Rubicon, and you're going to meet the barbarian hordes. Our side does not riot. You don't see anybody burning down cities in protest of Charlie Kirk. Although I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised if sometime in the near future someone firebombs a Democratic headquarters somewhere. Just say, okay, that's it. See how you guys like it for a change. I'll admit I've had some fantasies. They place on, I forget the exact thing, but the Colorado Democratic headquarters. Like, it'd be so nice to just, do something there. But no, I am a responsible human being. I don't do that sort of thing. And I'm not encouraging anybody to do that sort of thing. I'm saying don't be surprised if it happens, though, because you pushed us, and sooner or later, someone's going to crack. I'm saying the big difference is the other side has got more lunatics. They're cracking a lot faster. And when you're calling our side Nazis and fascists and white supremacists and everything else, so guess what? I'm going to be a hero to the whole thing. I'm going to take them out. Because they're talking about, there should be no violence. It's all coming from the fucking left. Every damn shooting has been some kind of tranny, a lefty, whatever, and that's it. No. We're not buying the bullshit anymore. What? Yeah. Oh, I know. That's a few things, but, one I saw was hit in the chest, no, he's hitting the neck. Okay, we saw that very clearly. So, that's why eyewitness testimony is not necessarily the most reliable. Well, it depends on what form of execution Utah has. No, I think they might still have the firing squad. They'd be appropriate. It's a question of who catches them first, the Utah or the feds. Although I'm sure the feds hand them right over to Utah. Okay, yeah, have at it, guys. Need any help? Let us know. Yeah. Anyway, before this dude's into actually advocating violence, but it's like, no. This has gone on far enough. You idiots have lit the fuse on the Second American Civil War, which is appropriate because you started the first one. After this one, I hope we correct the mistake and don't allow the Democratic Party to reform. That's it. You guys are a terrorist organization now. Any redeeming character done up by Roosevelt and Kennedy and John, nah, that's it. Been totally assumed by fucking communists and terrorists. You're done. You've been a criminal racket for 40 fucking years anyway. And now it's full on terrorists and communists. You're done. Pull the fucking plug. End it. Ban the party. You're about as democratic as a ham sandwich. All right. We're saving democracy by installing a candidate for president that nobody voted for. Anytime she ran, she didn't get one fucking vote in the primaries back in 26 or 2020. Her campaign got annihilated in 30 seconds by Tulsi Gabbard by calling out her actual record. It's like, I mean, as bad as it was, even Andrew Jackson was like, you people are idiots. You had a buggy whipped half of you right there, and challenged a few others to a duel. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it here. Like I said, I will be playing Fortnite later, but I'm not streaming because even as cartoony as it is, it would be very inappropriate given the events between this and the school shooting up in Evergreen to be a game where we're shooting people. So that just would not be right. By the way, we were at the hospital where they took the kids. Apparently, St. Anthony's is the closest trauma center to Evergreen. And also, they got the flight for light health card, so they just fly them in and done. Apparently, yeah, I'm trying to wrap up. No, sir, it's like 3 injured, no fatalities that I know of. It'll be interesting to find out what the hell happened in this case. What grievance was at hand in this instance when I decided to shoot up a school? I got a feeling it's going to be another, bit of the Rainbow Mafia. Decide they're going to make a statement. Anyway, we will talk at you later.